In the shadowy underworld of Melbourne, one name struck terror into even the most hardened criminals. Andrew Benji Veneman, a baby-faced altar boy turned cold-blooded killer. A man who went from serving communion at a Greek Orthodox church to executing his childhood friends without mercy. On March 23, 2004, inside a quiet Italian restaurant in Carlton, a tense conversation ended in 2 gunshots, one to the neck, one to the eye, and with that, Australia's busiest hitman was dead. Intro: the making of a monster. But how did a devout church boy become the most feared assassin in Australian history? This is the untold story of Andrew Benji Veneman, the making of a monster. Born on November 16, 1975, in the working-class suburb of Sunshine, west of Melbourne, Veneman grew up the son of Greek Cretan immigrants. Every Sunday, he walked to St. Andrew's Greek Orthodox Church in Sunshine West. He served as an altar boy, a symbol of innocence. But behind the candles and incense, something darker was taking root. Early violence and boxing. In his teens, Benji discovered boxing. He trained 5 days a week under Olympic coach Bo Gehring. He was good, small but dangerous. Good enough to make the state team, good enough to dream of the Commonwealth Games. But boxing wouldn't save him. In the early 90s, he took part in a cigarette truck robbery. It spiraled. He held a man at gunpoint. Police found stolen cigarettes hidden under his bed. At 19, he was sentenced to 3 years in Turana Youth Detention Center. When he came out, the altar boy was gone, replaced by something else, entering the underworld. He connected quickly with old friends, Dino Debra and Paul Kalapalidis. Together, they formed the Sunshine Boys. By day, Benji worked at the West Melbourne wholesale market. By night, he built a reputation. He was quick with fists and quicker with a trigger. His boxing skills turned every fight into precision violence. He didn't just hit hard, he hit with purpose. In 1997, he fought Ben Serrano in a match arranged by the Carlton crew. He lost the fight, but he gained something else: attention from the city's most powerful criminal syndicate, the Carlton crew. The Carlton crew wasn't just a gang, it was organized crime at the highest level. Figures like Alphonse Gongatano, Mick Gatto, and Graham the Munster Kinneber ran the show. They controlled drugs, rackets, gambling. And Benji, he was the perfect recruit. The first killings. By 2000, the killing began. October 14th, Dino Debra, his childhood friend, was gunned down outside his house. Multiple shots. Clinical. Police suspected a hitman, but no one would talk. March 2001, George Germanos, 3 bullets to the head in a park. He'd been looking for a gun to protect himself. Too late. April 2003, Nick the Russian Radev, murdered in his car, 7 bullets. Benji had met with him earlier that day, shook his hand, then had him killed. The Williams connection. In 2002, Benji was introduced to Carl Williams through Tony Mockbell. Williams needed protection. Benji needed purpose. It was a match made in hell. But Benji became more than just a bodyguard. He became family. Every Tuesday, he picked up Carl's stepdaughters for religion class. He bathed them, helped with their homework. Roberta Williams later called him her soulmate. Her daughter, Dakota, adored him. But the truth was darker. Benji had once been hired by the Morans to kill Carl and Roberta. He broke into their home, gun in hand, ready to kill. Then he heard Roberta singing a lullaby to Dakota. He couldn't do it. Instead of killing them, he joined them. A killer unleashed. By 2003, Benji was on a mission. Paul Kalapalidis, dead. Victor Pierce, dead. Then came Graham the Munster Kinneberg. That murder shook the underworld. Kinneberg was a respected elder. If Benji could kill him, no one was safe. Carl Williams had reportedly given the order. I want all of them dead, every one of their crew. Benji became the instrument of that destruction. He favored a .38 Smith & Wesson revolver, reliable, quiet. His method was always the same. Get close, make them feel safe, then strike. Farouk Orman, his driver, later called it his crazy time. Benji was spiraling, unpredictable, even dangerous to his own. The final confrontation. By early 2004, the walls were closing in. Mick Gatto, still grieving the murder of Kinneberg, began investigating. He reviewed footage. He heard the whispers. All roads led to Benji. March 23, 2004. La Porcella Italian Restaurant, Carlton. Benji arrived to meet Gatto, a final talk. They moved to a corridor behind the kitchen. Gatto testified. He told me not to come around. Then his face went funny. He stepped back. Benji snapped. We had to kill Graham. F him and F you. He pulled a gun. Gatto lunged. They struggled. 2 shots rang out. The first, Benji took it in the neck. The second, into his eye. Benji collapsed, coughing blood, dying on the floor of a restaurant. His silver Mercedes still running outside. Aftermath and legacy. When police arrived, the most feared man in Melbourne's underworld was dead. He was just 28 years old. Despite being connected to at least 7 murders, police had never charged him with one. He was too good, too careful, until the day he wasn't. His funeral was held at the same church where he once served as an altar boy. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Carl Williams carried his coffin. The man who had ordered so many of Benji's killings now carried the weight of his fallen soldier. Roberta Williams kept vigil beside the casket. The killer had become a part of her family, a protector, a monster, a man she loved. The death of Andrew Benji Veneman marked a turning point. Melbourne's underworld descended into chaos. Without his precision and control, the killings only intensified, but the legend of Benji remained. To this day, his name is whispered in the darkest corners of the city. The altar boy who became Australia's most wanted hitman, a man who bathed children on Tuesdays and executed men on Wednesdays. His story ended on the floor of an Italian restaurant, written in blood, remembered in fear.